ساتوی پسروینو داد شهیدانو کور داد باتورانو کور داد باتورانو کور داد باتورانو کور داد باتورانو کور ساتوی پسروینو داد شهیدانو کور داد کور داد باتورانو.
Good evening. Today is Sunday, July 20, 2025. I'm Suleiman Talash. Deputy Prime Minister for Administrative Affairs Maulavi Abdul Salam Hanafi met with Filippo Grandi, the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, and his accompanying delegation. During the meeting, Mr. Grandi expressed satisfaction over his visit to Afghanistan, meeting with the officials of the Islamic Emirate and the overall improvement of security in the refugees in the country. He noted that a large number of Afghan refugees are being deported from neighboring countries, but the Islamic Emirate has been able to manage the process effectively. Mr. Hanafi appreciated the cooperation of the UNHCR with returning refugees and emphasized that the Islamic Emirate welcomes any mechanism that helps address the challenges faced by migrants. He also called on UNHCR and all humanitarian organizations to assist in providing permanent housing, registration, and other facilities. The ambassador of the Islamic Emirate in Tehran, Fazl Muhammad Haqqani, extended his condolences and sympathies to the family of Amir Taha Rizai, the Afghan national who was recently killed by two Iranian citizens. The Afghan ambassador, while expressing sorrow over this tragic incident, assured the victim's family that the matter has been seriously raised with the relevant Iranian authorities to ensure that the perpetrators of this unforgivable crime are punished according to the law. The governor of Herat, Sheikh Maulana Islam Jar, visited a temporary camp for Afghan refugees in Fariman district during his official visit to Iran's Khorasan-e-Razavi province. During the visit, the Herat governor discussed the challenges faced by Afghan refugees with the officials of Khorasan-e-Razavi. He urged them to ensure that the repatriation of refugees is carried out gradually in a dignified and voluntary manner. Meanwhile, local officials of the province assured that efforts will be made to address the problems of Afghan refugees residing in the camps. Overseas, Tom Barak, the U.S. Special Representative for Syria, has announced that Syrian President Ahmad al-Shara and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu have reached a ceasefire agreement. According to the U.S. envoy, this agreement was achieved with the support of Turkey, Jordan, and other neighboring countries. The National Disaster Management Authority has announced that 55 tons of food aid donated by an Afghan businessman residing in Russia were handed over to the authorities' Director General Mullah Nuruddin Turabi. According to the authority, the aid includes flour, rice, and cooking oil, which will be distributed to needy families in Kabul province. In a significant economic update, the Ministry of Industry and Commerce reports a robust GDP growth of 2.5% over the past year. Nuruddin Azizi also highlighted that in 1403, he issued company establishment licenses to approximately 26,000 individuals, marking a pivotal moment for entrepreneurial opportunities, including over 500 licenses granted to women. Here is a detailed story.
The Ministry of Industry and Commerce announced the achievements of 1403 during the second press conference of its annual achievements program for Emirati institutions. Minister of Industry and Commerce Nuruddin Azizi stated that Afghanistan's gross domestic products increased by 2.5% over the past year. Additionally, the country's trade volume has reached $13 billion and 100,000 job opportunities have been created in the industrial sector.
GDP,
Our gross domestic product GDP was $14.58 billion, and it has now reached $17.3 billion. The trade volume has reached $13 billion, which indicates an increase in the purchasing power of the people.
He also says that over the past 12 months, work licenses have been issued to more than 26,000 in manufacturing companies, with 500 of them being women.
A total of 6,138 new business licenses have been issued, resulting in the establishment of new companies, compared to 3,107 previously registered companies.
The head of the Ministry's Investment Promotion and Support Department stated that last year, 415 billion Afghans were invested across various sectors in Afghanistan, with 28 billion Afghans allocated specifically to the industrial sector.
The total investment made in Afghanistan by investors, particularly in sectors like the Ministry of Mines and other institutions, amount to nearly 415 billion Afghanis, based on figures from the Economic Deputy Office.
Officials from the ministry are discussing a 50% increase in investment attraction compared to last year.
This reflects ongoing economic activity in the country, including construction, industrial work, job creation, and overall economic stability and growth.
The Ministry of Industry and Commerce has announced its work plan for the current year, which includes a 10% increase in the volume of non-oil production and trade, a 25% raise in exports, the creation of 100,000 new jobs, and the attraction of $500 million in investment.
On the other hand, the official extraction of emeralds has begun from 5 newly identified mines in the Parian district of Panjshir province, creating employment opportunities for around 100 individuals. According to local authorities, the process of issuing licenses for the extraction of other mines in Panjshir is also ongoing. Authorities say out of more than 1,000 registered emeralds mines in the province, over 600 have been granted legal extraction licenses so far. Maulavi Najibullah Hayat Haqqani, the Minister of Urban Development and Housing, announced during a program outlining the ministry's one-year achievements that the process of land distribution to over 87,000 returning families has begun. He added that detailed plans for 21 residential towns for returnees have been prepared, and work is ongoing to develop detailed plans for an additional 13 towns. Overseas, Al Jazeera has reported that at least 116 Palestinians were martyred yesterday as a result of Israeli regime attacks on the Gaza Strip. According to the report, 2 more people, including a 35-day-old infant, also died yesterday due to the hunger and the hospital in Gaza City. A total of 9,480 Afghan refugees returned to the country from Iran through the Islam Qala and Silk Road border crossing on Saturday. Additionally, during the same period, 242 Afghan refugees returned from Pakistan via the Torkham and Sven Boltak crossings along the Durand Line. And the final one reads that the construction of 6 development projects in Nurg and Jagatur districts of Maidan Wardak province has been completed at a cost of over $200,000 and inaugurated in the presence of Mullah Abdul Latif Mansour, the Minister of Energy and Water. Mr. Mansour described the inauguration of these projects as significant for strengthening water resources, proper water management, and the development of agriculture in the region. That's all for tonight. Thank you for watching. Have a good night.
ساتوی پسرو وینو دا شهیدانو کور دا باتورانو کور دا باتورانو کور دا باتورانو کور دا باتورانو کور ساتوی پسرو وینو دا شهیدانو کور دا